Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to...
There he goes! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his spot. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Georgia's offense will take the field for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory.
Turning it on! And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Going with the ground game left. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Here we go, here we go. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And the Dogs come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on. Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Dogs!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama quickly back to the line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they're coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Got his man downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gilmore. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now the play fake. Looking to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. He'll pull it on the read. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. Handoff from the gun. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Slams ahead. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Goal line defense on fourth down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. The Dogs are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Leaves it with the back. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. They'll run it inside. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. 3rd it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Gilmore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Across the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Wide out trying to get it in. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Dogs didn't start this drive with great field. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Tight end now in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He breaks a tackle, and they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebacker.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens.
We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. He's up to 86 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. They'll ride the hot hand. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Alabama quickly back to the line. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And they swarm him under. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Out of the gun, the inside handoff looking for a crease. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Hauls it in. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical. And a nice job getting him to the ground.
How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback, he's got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
There he goes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Oh, he got a hand on it. It's blocked.
I'll tell you, this defense, they're not giving anything up. Here in the second half, scoreboard all knotted up. What a great job getting that kick block to keep this thing tied.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
The give on the inside. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the left side. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big 10 action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Iowa is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Kinnick Stadium, but the black and gold have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 5 over Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week.
Yes. Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play-calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
He'll do it himself. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads his left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Time out on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he'll pull it in inside the 20.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. He splits the uprights. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's going up top here late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance.